This is episode 2, the requirements for starting a business. Hello and welcome back to Contaguglia's Coffee, Bagel, and Legal YouTube channel. The YouTube channel educating you about the law and strategy in business. Today in this episode, episode number 2, we are going to discuss what are the legal requirements for starting a business. The question I get asked most often from my clients is, hey, what is the best business organization structure that I can create for my business? Is it an LLC? It is a corporation, a partnership, sole proprietorship? Which one of these organizations works best for you and your business, and why? In this video, we will be focusing on the necessary steps for all businesses for them to structure to take the legal setups to start their businesses and set them up for success. We're also going to take a small look at each one of these business entities along the way. So here's the question of the day. Which business designation separates your personal assets from the company's assets? And this is my promise to you. If this video gets 100 likes, I'll be happy to create a 6-point legal startup checklist so you can easily review it as you form your business. So be sure to hit that like button, smash it if you can. If this is your first time here at my channel, this is about law and business strategy. Ask any questions or suggest any topics in the comments. And if you are a returning subscriber, thanks. I really appreciate you trusting me with your legal know-how and your business strategy. The best way to support this channel is to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my episodes on Fridays. Before we begin, remember, I have a power-packed ultimate guide to getting the legal right for your business. It's a convenient PDF that goes over contract checklists, managing risk in your business, and important founder agreements. So click the link in the description below to download your copy today. All right, in this video, what are you gonna learn? You're gonna learn how to structure and set up your business in 4 simple and easy steps, the entities to consider when registering your business, and the best business structure to protect your personal assets. And a bonus tip, if you stay till the end, you'll learn how to simply and easily get an EIN for your federal tax ID number. Now, my name is Andy Contaguglia. I'm an attorney and the founder of the Denver-based Contaguglia Law Firm, and I'm your trusted business attorney and strategist. I want you to build a stronger business with dialed-in legal and business strategy. And always remember, don't skip the legal. All right, let's get started. All right, first thing you want to do, choose a business structure and a name. Which legal structure is best for starting a business? Well, there are several structures to choose from, and it's always possible to change the structure as your business grows. Some structures offer benefits that others don't. Once you understand each structure's basics, your business lawyer or accountant can help you understand the legal requirements and the tax details for each one of them. In this video, we're going to discuss the 4 types of business structures: sole proprietorship, limited liability company, a partnership or limited liability partnership, and a corporation. So let's discuss sole proprietorships. Many businesses today are sole proprietorships. This is really the simplest business structure with just a single owner responsible for all the debts and the assets. And this is your best choice if you have low overhead, low risk, and a small scale business. For instance, if you're starting a virtual business, something from your home online that you've been doing over the last few months. Now, this structure is the least complex and the lowest risk. But the problem is that business owners are personally liable. So if you also feel you need to raise more capital, it might be to your advantage to enter into a partnership or an LLC. So if you're formally starting a business as a sole proprietorship, you should register your business with your local Secretary of State and confirm you're doing your name or your DBA, you're doing business as. Partnerships or limited liability partnerships. Another choice for a legal structure is a startup is a partnership. The critical disadvantage here is that partners are liable for business debts and judgments. To avoid this, you might want to choose to enter into a limited liability partnership to reduce your exposure. Another disadvantage is that there may be restrictions on transfers when it comes to buying and selling the business. Now, these restrictions will be outlined in your partnership agreement. Partnerships are mostly advantageous for startups. So here are some benefits. There are minimal formalities, they are easy to terminate, and they provide a lot of flexibility to the owners, just to name a few of these. Now let's get into the big ones. Limited liability companies, or an LLC. An LLC combines the concepts of partnerships for tax purposes and corporations for liability purposes. Here are some features and advantages of a limited liability company. LLCs are created by filing articles of organization with the Secretary of State in the state that you want to be organized. Different states offer different tax advantages. The owners of an LLC are called members, and they may elect to hire a manager to help run the business. An LLC is governed by an operating agreement which outlines the official rules of the company. It is a contract among the members to make sure how it's going to operate. The members typically are not liable for business debts and legal judgments of the LLC. There also are no restrictions on the number of members of an LLC. Members can be individuals or they can be other businesses. LLCs also provide what's referred to as pass-through tax liability, allowing profits and losses to be passed on to the members on an individual basis. When it comes to the legal structure of a startup, the main drawback with an LLC is that the operating agreement typically will have restrictions on buying and selling an interest in the business. That can be good or that can be bad for your LLC. Now, corporations. A corporation is its own entity. It's not tied to personal ownership. It can sue and buy and sell property and stocks. The advantage for owners is that they are not held legally responsible or liable should something go wrong. A corporation limits your liability with the business because it is treated as a separate business entity. It has a very different set of legal requirements than its less complex counterparts. Now, there are different structures to corporations, and depending on the type of structure, there may be tax advantages, but also limitations to what you can do. Taxable income with a corporation is on the profits after salaries and bonuses are paid out. Now, this is opposite of the pass-through tax structure that we discussed a little bit earlier. So in these events, be sure to consult with both a business lawyer and a CPA if you are considering incorporating. Now, most startups will not be at the stage where a corporate structure is the best option, but it's not a bad idea to consider as a future goal. As you grow, as your goals change, you might want to consider changing the business entity you have. So most people starting a business, they're not going to be in a place where an incorporation is beneficial or necessary. But a small business can incorporate if they want to issue stock to people, if they are looking to raise capital, if the profits are enough and it makes it a tax-wise way to do it. If you want to gift shares of the company as part of estate planning, incorporating rules will vary by state to state, but you'll always be able to look back on your articles of incorporation to help you. All right, now step 2. Once you've decided, it's time to register your business. So after discussing these various legal structures, we will now need to register your business in the state. For example, here in Colorado, the website to register your business is with the Colorado Secretary of State's office, www.sos.state.co.us. Most states have their own variations. The easiest thing to do is Google Secretary of State in the office or in the state that you want to do your business. Then register your state online. Once you have your name, the next thing on the list to do is look at the legal requirements for registering your business. Does it involve a few steps? And it does, depending on state by state. Use this checklist as a baseline. Do you need to register your name as a trademark? Do you need to register it as a DBA? Do you need to choose a domain name and register it with ICANN? Get an employer identification number, an EIN from the IRS. If you stay tuned to the end, I will show you how you can go and do that for your business. This will help you receive a business checking account and also many other benefits. Also, last thing, register with your Department of Labor office. Have your accountant set up a payroll system to withhold taxes from your employees and register with your state for a state tax ID number, depending on which state you're actually doing business. All right, step number 3, get help. Now, one of the biggest mistakes a business owner can make is assuming they can or need to be able to do it all themselves. They need to be their own accountant, they need to be their own assistant, marketeer, lawyer, you name it. Now, you should start considering key strategic hires that will ensure the success of your business right out of the gate. Recruiting and hiring. Unless you're an HR expert, chances are you're not familiar with hiring as you could be if you were just starting a business. That's okay. You shouldn't need to do everything. You might want to look to hire an HR consultant to help you hiring when the time comes. Hire an employment lawyer to look at some of the legal issues that might come up. So to familiarize yourself with these topics and laws before recruiting and hiring, think about things like workers' compensation coverage, Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, citizenship laws, state discrimination laws, legal background checks, procedures, occupational safety and health regulations, and the EEOC, the Equal Opportunity Employment Commission. The U.S. Department of Labor website also has some very valuable information. Consider the Fair Labor Standards Act, onboarding, taxes and benefit forms, hiring, work contracts. All of these, your accountant and business lawyer should be on top of which legal forms you need to continue working for your business. Your business lawyer can help guide you through the other items in addition. All right, step number 4, permits, licenses, and insurance. Not all businesses need them, but if they do, you should protect it and don't skip it. Depending on the type of business and industry in question, you may be required to obtain special permits and licenses depending on your location. Insurance can also be available to help protect you both personally and business-wise regarding to your business risk. For example, liability insurance protects you from financial loss, property damage, and things like that. Product liability insurance if you are promoting products or selling products. Commercial property insurance, and nowadays various types of employment insurance, or for owners of the property, key man insurance to protect the owners of the business. Now, some companies specialize in selling insurance for specific sectors and industries, but do your research ahead of time. Check and make sure you're making the right decision. A business lawyer will be able to help consult with you and help you make recommendations in this area as well. All right, well, you've made it through the video, and these are the 4 steps, and you're well on your way to get your company up and running. Now, I didn't forget the last bonus, the best for last. One of the best things you can do for your business is to get an EIN number. Now, this is like the social security number for your business, and it will allow you to get a business checking account. So when you go to the bank, be sure to bring with you your ownership agreements, your articles that you opened your business with, your business licenses, and your EIN, or if you're a sole proprietor, your social security number. You can get an EIN in as little as 30 minutes. Just visit the irs.gov website /businesses, and there's a small, and it's real easy to sort of follow the steps to get your EIN online. So starting your business, make sure you get assistance with these steps if you need them. A lawyer can help your business thrive, help your business grow, and it can be challenging, but everything is so much easier with an excellent support team behind you. Don't forget to get help. A lawyer with in-depth business experience can help you understand legal requirements, keep you organized, and help you complete vital paperwork. All right, this in turn helps you build a more resilient business so that you can feel great about future growth. All right, thank you again for checking us out. I appreciate it very much. Be sure to tune in every Friday so you can get straightforward business strategy. That is what we offer here. And again, my name is Andy Contaguglia, and until next time, remember, don't skip the legal. Good luck.